Oh, you've been holding out on me.
It just keeps going.
You have been
never
holding
ending.
the Birkins. This is the Birkin closet. Hello, LA. We're here talking and shopping in the City of Angels. Join me, Lauren Walker-Lee, as we make our way through this vibrant metropolis, exploring the unique people and spaces who create the essence of LA style. LA sets the stage for bold experimentation, artistic flair, and sustainable sensibilities. Let's take a fashion-forward trip through Los Angeles. I'm here at the impeccable, one-of-a-kind Albright Fashion Library, where celebrity stylists and costume designers come to peruse the racks for their clients and their projects. Founded in 1990 by Irene Albright, the collection has amassed 30,000 pieces and many glamorous red carpet moments. If ever there was a place you wish the clothes could talk, it would be right here. So let's go take a tour of this unrivaled fashion archive. Cecilia.
Hello, Lauren. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. This is an absolute dream come true. This is like fashion wonderland. So we're gonna walk around, you're gonna give me a tour, but on the way, can you tell me what your day-to-day is like as the director of the showroom?
Yes, of course. So on a day-to-day basis, we can have anyone from top editors, stylists, costume designers come in and pull for whatever projects they're working on, which could be for commercial advertising jobs, it could be for film, TV, and then we also are open to the public. Of course, we're by appointment only, but anybody could come in and have a fitting here, and it's $1,000 a look. So we get a lot of women going to weddings that are going to galas. They don't know what to wear. There's nothing for them in the department stores. They don't want to show up in something that somebody else is going to be wearing, which is something really amazing that we offer here as our collection goes back 25 years and we also have current. It really gives us a lot of room to play and find some amazing pieces for these women. So when a celebrity stylist comes in, usually, they'll have a brief for whatever shoot they might be working on, or if they're working for a carpet appearance, they'll pretty much know exactly what kind of thing that they're looking for. Knowing the inventory so well, as I've worked for Albright for so many years, really makes it helpful. So my team and I can really go through the racks and pick out sizing and color down to a T for what the stylists are looking for. Should we take a little look around? Give you a little tour? Okay, great. So these two racks here are gonna be our newest pieces coming into the showroom. So that's our new separates and our new cocktail dresses. Could be current season, but also could just be new to us. We like to highlight our new pieces. As you can see here, we are in the gown room. Everything is, for the most part, organized by color. Sizing and designers are all mixed in. We have some ball gowns over this way. And then through here, we have all of our cocktail dresses. Again, everything is organized by color, sizing designers mixed in. So this is probably about 5 years old. One of my personal favorites is this Saint Laurent, which is so much fun.
Is there any processes or rules that get followed in the buying process?
We're kind of, as I was telling you before, we have a unique way of buying in that we typically only buy one piece in one size. We're not buying multiple of the same piece. So I think we're always just kind of looking for the standout, unique pieces in each collection and something that will stand the test of time,
Every girl's fantasy.
Every girl's heaven. Yeah, so we learn a lot in fittings. I've, especially for me, I think, in terms of buying, we really learn a lot just from working with clients in fittings.
How do you guys source emerging designers?
In terms of sourcing emerging designers, we're always on the lookout for the next big talent, and we have an amazing buyer in New York who is our point of contact for reaching out to new designers that we may be interested. And then of course, we always have designers approaching us as well. So it just depends if it's the right fit.
That's fantastic. It's also probably like a priceless experience for them as well.
Yes, I mean,
your audience.
Exactly. I think for a lot of new emerging designers, it's a really great opportunity to get their stuff out there and put on the carpets and used in film, TV, advertising, so. And here we have all of our accessories in this room. All of our clutches and handbags.
So one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. $1,000 a look, and we style you head to toe. So that includes everything: shoes, handbag, jewelry, all accessories for the look.
And when did you guys start doing that aspect of the business?
I want to say about 10 years ago in New York, we kind of opened our doors to the public because we've been here in LA for about 7 years. In New York, you know, it was mostly just for commercial advertising jobs and film and TV, but then thought it would be a great opportunity to open the doors up to the public and allow women to come in and get styled for events.
And sustainably minded, so you're not always buying.
Very ahead of the curve.
Very ahead of the curve. So this is a true like encyclopedia of fashion. Do fashion designers come and do research?
Yes, so we do get a handful of designers or design teams coming in to do research. I would say since I've been in LA, it seems as though there are a lot more appointments like that in New York, but we have had a handful of them here in LA as well, because there's so much to take in and, you know, so much inspiration to be found here.
Can you show me something from the early 2000s?
Yes, so this is a personal favorite and one of the oldest gowns that we have in the showroom. This is Tom Ford for Gucci from fall 2003. This dress is so amazing and still gets pulled all the time to this day. This Zac Posen incredible gown from 2013. Just this year, this dress has went to the Oscars and was alongside an Oscar-winning nominee. And also, Lala Kent wore this to the White House Correspondents' Dinner just a few weeks ago. So these gowns really make their rounds and get amazing use out of them.
Okay, Cecilia, tell me about this amazing space.
So back here we have all of our separates. Again, everything organized by type. So we have skirts, bodysuits, jumpsuits, you know, suits, blazers, anything you could think of, it's all gonna be back here. So I would say that this is kind of where when costume designers come in, they kind of tend to live back here a lot because you're trying to show, you know, depending on the character, depending on the movie, more of an everyday scenario. We have some amazing pieces back here, like the Chanel tweed pant set. I mean,
yes,
adorable. We also have this amazing designer, Houghton, who makes us these one-of-a-kind, amazing tulle skirts with matching bodysuits.
So this is what you wear to brunch.
Exactly. Little ballerina moment.
Do you spot your pieces on TV?
Yes, all the time. My director in New York, we're constantly screenshotting things and sending them back and forth. Is this yours? Is this yours?
Oh, you've been holding out on me.
It just keeps going.
You have
It's
been
never
holding
ending.
the Birkins. This is the Birkin closet. Who makes this fun thing?
This is Adrienne Landau.
Yeah, and they're all
She's,
faux.
Yes, she's based out of New York. She's amazing.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
And oh, and there's feathers.
Feathers.
Oh, holy moly. This is remarkable. Cecilia, it has been an incredible experience to be here. Thank you so much for opening your doors. I don't want to leave, but we got to go.
Thank you so much for coming. It's been a pleasure having you. And come back soon, please.
We're here at Arcade Vintage, one of the best vintage stores in the whole world. It is brought to you by the people who created A Current Affair, the amazing shopping event that showcases 200 retailers and private dealers. This is the creme de la creme of vintage. Let's take a look. So Arcade is a vintage store to end all vintage stores. If you love vintage and archival designer fashion, this is the place for you. Arcade has had a permanent location for just under a year, and they answered the call to all their vintage lovers who loved going to A Current Affair and wanted a permanent place to shop. And Richard, the owner, has an impeccable eye a deep love for vintage and stocks. Probably some of the most pristine and unique pieces. How good is this Yves Saint Laurent? '80s Yves Saint Laurent, very bright. Feel like I need to be in Florida. Here's some very cool pieces. Well, this is John Franco Fair Python. I'm surprised these haven't been scooped up given, you know, the 90s and Y2K aesthetic. That is raring right now. These are fun and colorful. The Beverly Hills font. 1994 Versace. And this is a fun set. I'm gonna try this one on. So Richard receives all of these incredible pieces from consigners and professional dealers, and it makes up like the plethora of incredible pieces in the space. So a lot of people who frequent the space and shop here are costume designers for TV and film, stylists, and of course, collectors. I'm here in West Hollywood visiting fashion designer Julia Clancy, whose line of resort and party wear is inspired by old Hollywood glamour. What a perfect person to get to know while on a stylish tour of LA. Julia, thank you so much for speaking with me. I've really been looking forward to this. I think it's best to start at the beginning. When did you start designing?
I didn't start the label until much later on. I mean, I probably started designing from when I was, you know, like 4 years old, 5 years old. I would sketch and do things, but I would say it was around 2008 when I first started. That's, I think, when I did my first show.
And were you always drawn to fashion?
Yeah, I always, you know, I used to document in a diary as a child. I still got my diaries. Everything I wore, like to the, you know, I'm wearing the donkey jacket with this and the jeans with the piping. I'm gonna, what shade, you know, eyeshadow I was wearing. Like everything was always very detailed and I was very much into that. But it was very difficult at school deciding to go into fashion because all those options were taken away from us and told that we can't do anything creative. Okay, so here we have, these are our little kizzy rompers. These are made in recycled cotton, non-toxic dyes, and this is like one size fits all. I love these. They're just really good to throw over your little costume, or they're just great in summer, because on a windy day, you're protected. It's not gonna kind of... These are kimonos, which I love, which are all reversible. These are silk cotton.
They feel fantastic.
And silk. It's the Olympia. So we did those in a few different colours. I just love these.
What drew you to starting a line inspired by old Hollywood glamour and Studio 54?
I think that, you know, my inspiration for the collections has predominantly been about dance, about movement, about having a good time. Like everything, you know, I feel that I design, there's an element of joy to it, you know, so with the bright colours. And I love, you know, it breaks my heart to see what's happened to Hollywood and how a lot of people dress now. I just think, you know, from where it was to what we've come through is just kind of heartbreaking. So I do, you know, I love that old glam, I love the old films, and I love the kind of exuberance and the freedom and everything about Studio 54, you know. I think for me it's all about celebrating and being glamorous and, you know, a little bit of escapism. And when you put things on, you know, which have that, the essence of that behind it, you definitely, you know, you take it on yourself and you kind of have fun and feel fabulous.
Yeah, feel better.
You feel better. And then we do a lot of pleating as well. So the pleating, a lot of the time it's like one-of-a-kind pieces, and these are all done in Los Angeles.
Pleating become one of your signatures?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely do a lot. difficult, it's problematic. Each one is pleated one at a time, so it's very labor intensive. Then it goes from one place to another place, and you know, trying to manage that and it not get damaged. But pleating is really good for when you're traveling. They pack really well. A lot of people are really scared to travel.
Was living and designing in LA always part of the plan?
I came to LA years ago and I did a fashion show. It was absolutely terrible and I hated it. You know, I just thought the place was ugly. I did not like it. So I never thought that I would end up this being like one of my homes and being my base for the company, like ever.
Do you travel a lot?
Yeah, I travel an awful lot, you know. I'm just really hungry for discovering new places. Also, I get a lot of inspiration. Each time when I'm traveling, I realize, okay, I need to design this. This isn't practical. This needs to be in this fabric. This looks great when I'm jumping on the back of the moped going down to somewhere in Mykonos. I need this shorter. You know, it's just all these silly things that for me, being there and kind of living that lifestyle, it makes me understand better what I should be designing, what's missing and what people respond to. You know, we printed on sequins as well, which...
Oh, wow. Look at the sequins.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It's bonkers, no, I know.
What? Oh, these would be quite fun. This would be fun on holiday.
Yeah. They're lined in silk cotton as well. I think this one's may have been worn by one of the dancers. The plastics we use are all recycled plastic, and then we don't throw them away. We use them until we can use them no more.
Yeah.
This is, this is lovely. This one's mine. I mean, we had some of them, but these are so expensive. It's not even funny. So, like, sometimes I'll design something, I'm like going, oh my God. And it's hard sometimes to justify the price. Some things you can. Some things people like going, put this, I don't understand, it's not, you know. But it is gorgeous. And then this is, this is like the couture collection. So these, you know, I sell to the Middle East and Nigeria, and Miami as well. These are going to Denmark. I'm like, where are they going? Yeah, these are going to Denmark. So there's a store opening up. That's where those are going.
That is so fun. Off to Denmark.
Off to Denmark.
I don't know if I would have guessed Denmark, but
I know.
Fabulous.
I know. I was like, yeah, no problem.
They're diving right in.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Describe the Julia Clancy customer for me, please.
Yeah, the one thing I love about the brand is, like, I get asked this question a lot, like, who is the Julia Clancy customer? And it's so diverse, and I have such an amazing variety of women from so many different demographics. You know, everyone is really fun. Everyone presumes I dress everyone. Like, my business is in the Middle East, and yes, I absolutely dress some of the most remarkable, exquisite individuals in the Middle East. I don't sell lots of turbans that everyone's like, oh, everyone sells turbans in the Middle East. I'm like, no. I sell the turbans to these really remarkable women and men, and you know, everything in between, that are very strong, very artistic, very confident, creative. I mean, just these amazing people. And you know, I'll get people tag me in pictures. So, you know, one day there was this one lady, and she was amazing. She's like kind of larger lady, fully tattooed, like fully, just with so elegant, you know, with the turban and the tassels on. I mean, it's such an incredible cross-section of people, you know, and genders, and everyone that comes to the studio.
Here is the party. The
This
party
is the party.
is here. Oh.
These are our best sellers, but we've kind of improved them. We lined them with like a silk, and they've got, we've redesigned them so the tinsel stays. Tinsel stays around longer, and it's non-toxic tinsel. We sell a lot of jumpsuits, so this is like a little short suit when they come with like a matching belt and turbans.
Oh, the full set.
Whole set. And then we have, like, you know, these are really fun prints, which is the turban lady print. Yeah, I hand make all of these. So I have someone in London. We do a lot of it in London, but now I just, you know, I've got loads of flowers actually in the back. I'll show you, which are ready for me to start sewing and doing.
You're transitioning the line to a sustainable future. What are the plans for that, and why is it important?
I've been trying for quite a while, and we started years ago with the zero waste fabric initiative, you know. So what that means, people are like, how can you be 100% zero waste? Well, whatever the cuttings are, whatever's left on the floor, first of all, I have to see the pattern lace for everything. I want to know exactly how things have been cut, if there's some fabric, what we can make in that space to use that up.
The line is glamour, disco, sparkle, happiness, luxury, all of which you embody. But what is next for you?
Well, we're just launching now. I started sneaking in the athleisure collection. So in the last 2 shows, we had some athleisure in there. So that's kind of what I'm working on at the moment. So the athleisure collection is like a gender-free collection. So it's, you know, for everyone. And we've just launched our new little hoodies. Because I live during the day, because I do yoga and I swim every day and I'm very active. So I live in sportswear during the day. So I wanted to have gorgeous, colourful, sustainable sportswear.
Julia, I could stay here all day, but I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you very much for coming over.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Crunchy, crunchy. I don't know if it's my jewels or the things or... Yeah,
So good.
Let's not
So
forget
good.
these
Thank you. Glamour, fashion, and inspiration are everywhere in LA. From appreciating the past, celebrating the now, and looking to the future, there is more to it than simply getting dressed. With style, sunshine, and special access to these inspiring people and places, we hope you've enjoyed another episode of Talking and Shopping. So as the sun sets on our time in the City of Angels, we know that fashion isn't just about fabric. There are stories, anecdotes, and fantastic people woven throughout the silk and sequins.
We're not messing, but you know what?
Just to say that you're not messing around.
No.